Stevie, into the Glasgow Cup final, how would you assess those 90 minutes there?
I just said to the players, they absolutely loved the game. It felt like a proper game. We showed real quality in the first half, and in the second half we had to dig in a wee bit and suffer, and we did that. We obviously lose the goal to go 2-1, it can become a wee bit nervy, but I thought how we managed the game was excellent. So many things in the game that I'm happy with.
Yeah, just focusing on the 2 goals, a couple of moments of real quality, wasn't it?
It was, but the first half was full with that. As I say, every individual, we spoke to them before the game about their mentality. We know they've got the quality, we know we've given them the tactical information, but when it gets to this point in the season, when you're talking about semi-finals and finals and things like that, it comes down to your mentality. And they put the 3 things together and produced a really good performance.
Yeah, you mentioned that you had to show a different side to your game in the second half, didn't you?
We knew that was probably coming. First half I thought we dominated, as I mentioned, and we showed quality, but we knew there was going to be reaction from Partick. They changed shape again, went direct with quality. That's not a criticism, they went direct and played to their strengths, and that caused us a few problems, but we managed to regain control and we found our level again towards the end.
Yeah, it was a youthful Partick Thistle side, but it was a couple of obviously experienced players, and I guess a good test for someone like Chris Eady to play against, someone with the experience of Sean Kelly.
It is, but I'm not somebody that really focuses on age and team sheets and things like that. I think the players would notice that we're up against some experienced players. Obviously Stevie Lawler's playing at the top end of the pitch as well, who is still playing. I played against them, so again it is a test for them, but no matter who they're playing against, no matter the age, I would expect them to go and compete and then show the quality, and that's what they did.
Another goal for Callum Burnside. He's someone who's certainly in a good victory form as well, isn't he?
He's got impact, and Callum said that since I've known him. He always produces, even when he doesn't play probably to the level. When you're maybe thinking about taking him off the pitch, you always know that he's got something in him that can produce a moment and have impact and get a goal and assist. So yeah, he produces really good numbers.
Is that what you want to see from your players, obviously taking responsibility in the final third and looking to make a difference?
He does that. Sometimes it doesn't come off for him, and that's when we speak to him about it, when he makes the right decision or the wrong decision. But when it does come off, as I mentioned, he does produce quality and he produces numbers with it.
Obviously a final to look forward to now, but does it feel a long way away just given the under-18 schedule?
It does, but this is part of being here. This is what it is, and if you could replicate something that gets to the top end of this club, which is the first team and trying to compete and win, this is good for us because it's a good message to the players. I spoke about having a semi-final and a potential final. We've got 6 league games to go, and it's about mentality now. We know they've got the quality, but there's some games that you might need to dig out and show that character, and I fully trust them to do that. You
mentioned 6 league games to go. I think it's obviously 3 in a row away from home now. Is this a sort of opportunity for the players to show their mettle?
It is. I mentioned that after the game. If they play with that quality that they showed in the first half, it's not always going to be like that. It's not always going to be pretty, especially away from home. We know that. But if they bring the mentality, they bring the tactical side that we know that we give them, and then they bring that mentality, they're a real handful.
You must be pleased with the consistency of the performance that you've been getting in recent weeks.
Probably not just recent weeks. I think consistency over a number of years from that group. Since I've come into the job, I think that's one thing that they've had is real consistency, and you don't normally get that at this age and stage. There's normally more bumps in the road than what there has been. So I take my hat off to them, but it doesn't stop now because there's a big few weeks coming up.